Ladies and gentlemen, the following is another amazing episode of the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society. I'm your host, that ocean crossing, straight up Boston, flight catching, shot glass snatching, always on a flight, catch him if you can, fresh off a trip from Amsterdam, no cap, straight facts, the worldwide star boy, Remy Blue. And today we have a big pay-per-view coming out of AEW, and that pay-per-view is none other than Full Gear. And man, say what you want about AEW. Some people have their own opinions about them, but at the end of the day, you can't deny their pay-per-views don't really miss. They're for the most part they're a hit. So I know people have their differing opinions about how they do their weekly shows. From what I see, it's mostly negative. People have things to say about Dynamite, um, Rampage, Collision. At the end of the day, their pay-per-views, in my opinion, which is what I'm entitled to, they're not that bad. It's just that they have an issue with following up after the pay-per-view. Like, the pay-per-views are good and everything. Can't wait to see Dynamite. Oh, boom, there's like, boom, it goes down. So to me, that's the only problem with them. And hopefully they get to where they need to be, but that's that that's not the focus. What we're looking at right now is AEW Full Gear, and we have 12 matches. I have to crack my neck a bit. So we have 12 matches, three of which are going to be on the pre-show. Which, in honestly speaking, if you read that's one upside of AEW. You know, they give you three shows, they give you three matches or two matches on the pre-show, as opposed to WWE where you don't get any. You don't get no, you don't get matches anymore. I guess you just get talking, and whatnot. Which in WWE is not, it's not that bad. I mean, they actually build up. They're building their events as well, but AEW, they build theirs up, and they also give you some action on that pre-show to get you ready for the big show, or the main show. So we have 12 matches. The first match we have is a singles match, and it's going to be Big Boom AJ with Big Justice versus QT Marshall. Now, from what I see, from what I've read on Wikipedia, this guy, uh, Big Big Boom, well, yeah, Big Boom AJ, he started wrestling 2 years ago. He wrestled mostly or I guess mainly in New Jersey. I live in New York. I've never heard of this man. I've never seen this man wrestle in New York. And New York is just right over the Hudson River, and you're there if you're in New Jersey, and vice versa. I've never heard of this guy. I think he might be a TikToker or something. From what I see with this is something similar to Grimm's Toy Show, and where he's a big popular online presence, and he gets enough shine to be on the show. This is among those. This is kind of, and this is no slight to Grimm, and this is kind of like Muscle Man Malcolm. From what I've seen, it's like, and then, like I said, this is no slight, because although, if you ask me, if Grimm's Toy Show and Muscle Man Malcolm, two great guys, two great online celebrities. Please, y'all don't take this as me having beef with them. I don't have beef with those guys. Actually, I respect those guys. Um, if they were to get signed to AEW, if they were to get signed to AEW for one match, against QT Marshall, or one match, or against anybody else, I'd be like, yes, I know who Grimm's Toy Show is. The guy's hilarious. Hawkins Fears Grimm's Toy Show. We all know about that. If you could not be in New York and not know about Grimm's Toy Show, or the tri-state area and not know about Grimm's Toy Show. Muscle Man Malcolm's another one too. Muscle Man Malcolm, is a guy who's been doing this thing with the interviews. Shout out to him because he's been killing it with the interviews, and he decided to give wrestling a chance. And he had his first show at MCW in a tag team match, and then he had his second show at Battle Club Pro, which I wish I could have made, against Top Dollar. I think AJ Francis is what he goes by now. And if he were to appear on AEW and say he's going to challenge QT Marshall, Brandon Cutler, one of the lower tier guys, who's another one? Michael Nakazawa. Okay, I can understand. That makes sense. Yeah. Danny, thanks for joining, by the way. Yes, I wouldn't say Logan Paul, because Logan Paul was a big hit before getting in WWE. He brought eyes. I'm sure he brought eyes to the product. Yeah, he did. Muscle Man Malcolm had a show against AJ. It was like this past August. But yeah. So I'm like, if one of those guys had this opportunity, that would make sense. I don't know what they're doing with this guy. I have never heard of this guy, Big Boom. But my prediction is it's going to be QT Marshall. I know, it's a nice thing AEW is doing, but this match to me makes no sense. But I'll give them the benefit of the doubt that they know what they're doing. But if they're looking to get eyes on the product, I don't think this guy is it. I really and truly don't think this is the way to go. And like I said, I need to know more about Big Boom AJ, not just a guy that shows up and goes boom and has his son with him. Like it, I don't know what to make of it. I really and truly don't know. And he's not really a veteran, because I mean he's only been wrestling for like what, 2 years, according to what I see. So yeah, I don't know anything about this guy. But wait, hold on. I might be wrong. Let me backpedal. Let me see. I'm reading something here. Okay, I retract my statement. He's been wrestling since the 90s. My bad. That was on me. I did some quick research. My apologies. Big Boom, if you ever see this, my apologies. I did not know diddly squat about you. Okay, so this man is actually a 30-year veteran. But I guess from what I read the team with, and I'm reading this from Wikipedia, by the way. Wikipedia, which is not exactly the most credible source. My apologies. So the team of him and his son, AJ and Big Justice, that started 2 years ago. Big AJ has been wrestling since the 90s. Since the 90s, and he wrestled until 2005. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I'm still gonna go with QT Marshall, because QT's a veteran and the guy's just that damn good. So I'm gonna go with QT Marshall. The next match we have is a singles match, and it's gonna be Deonna Purrazzo versus Anna Jay. Anna Jay, recently coming off a tour of Japan, is feeling herself and feeling that she can kick anybody's ass in that women's division. You know what? I respect Anna Jay for how she's improved, but I'm gonna have to go with Deonna Purrazzo. Deonna Purrazzo is a beast. and it's only a matter of time until she gets in that title scene and either gets the TBS title or the women's title. I'm gonna have to go with Deanna Purrazzo for this one. I know Anna Jay is feeling herself right now. Her her in ring abilities have improved, and I have a feeling we're gonna see something out of her in this match. But I got to go with Deanna Purrazzo. Deanna was over in Japan, if I'm not mistaken, as well too. So she's no slouch either. I mean, if you've seen her work in TNA, you would know that Homegirl was a beast. So I'm gonna go with Deanna for this one. The next match we have is a four-way match. It's going to be Buddy Matthews versus Dante Martin versus Commander versus the Beast Mortos. Lots of back and forth here. Dante Martin has definitely been making himself known as a singles competitor, although he's in the stable Top Flight with his brother Darius Martin and Action Andretti. Um, the Beast Mortos is another guy who is no joke. Has a he has a whole alliance with LFI. He's in was it La Facción Ingobernales with him and Roosh and Jalistico. But I'm gonna go with Buddy Matthews. Buddy Matthews, you see, it's men like this, and I'm hoping that the great folks at AEW see this man's potential and elevate that man to a singles title status or a world title status. Because if you ask me, Buddy Matthews is very, very underrated. And it's men like this that Tony Khan should be looking at to elevate, to show, okay, he didn't make it, he didn't make it past, a certain level in WWE, but we could take him and make him great over here in AEW. So I'm gonna go with Buddy Matthews to get this win. That man's gonna he's gonna win this. This is his time to shine. So now we're on to the main show, Full Gear. Now we have 9 matches on Full Gear. Man, this is gonna be something. So the first match on the card, or according to what I see here, it's going to be MJF versus Roderick Strong. Oh man, we got a former AEW World Champion in MJF versus Roderick Strong. I think he was a former AEW International Champion. Yep, former AEW International Champion. And this man, Roderick Strong, man, he's a hell of a fighter. The man is really good at what he does. And he has a crazy backbreaker. But honestly speaking, as crafty and as sly as MJF is, I think MJF is gonna find some way to get this win. MJF is gonna find some way to get the W over Roderick Strong. And after this, well, we're gonna see him versus Adam Cole. So I'm gonna go with MJF for the win for this one. So the next match we have is a singles match, and it's gonna be Jay White versus Hangman Adam Page. This rivalry has been brewing, and these guys have been going back and forth. Um, Honestly speaking, though, Hangman Adam Page better chill, because he has to remember, although he has a lot of gusto, he has a lot of vengeance in his heart, and he has that fire to, take out Jay White. He's pretty much wrestling against 4 other people. 4 people. You have Jay White, you have Rock Hard Juice Robinson. Pause, no Diddy. Well, pause, my bad. I gotta stop saying that. I don't want, I don't want Diddy to come after me. My bad, Diddy. But pause, because that's what he says, Juice Robinson. And you got the Austin Gunn and Colton Gunn there as well. So Hangman might want to watch out. But honestly, I think for some reason Jay White's gonna get this win. That's what I'm gonna go with, Jay White. But like I said, if you ask me, The two men I would put to start a trios with not a, well a trios with Adam Page, the Butcher and the Blade. They just fit in with that guy. They have that outlaw kind of look. So the next match we have is a four-way tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. And it's going to be four teams in this match. It's going to be obviously. So it's going to be the defending champions, Private Party, Isaiah Cassidy, and Mark Quinn, defending against the Outrunners, which are Truth Magnum and Turbo Floyd, versus the Kings of the Black Throne. Yo, that is a badass name, yo. That sounds like a badass rock band. Like they about to make a double platinum rock album. Kings of the Black Throne, Malachi Black and Brody King versus everybody's team that they love, or the tag team that everybody loves, the Acclaimed, which is Anthony Bowens and Max Caster. First off, I'm looking forward to seeing what Max Caster has to say, the freestyle he's going to kick against all three of these teams, because he always has me cracking up. And but honestly, I don't see Private Party losing anytime soon. I think Private Party, they've worked so hard to get to this point. I think Private Party is definitely gonna get the win. It's gonna be a hard fought battle, but I think they're gonna get the win. So the next match we have is a singles match for the AEW TBS Championship. It's going to be Mercedes, the defending champion, the CEO, Mercedes Moné, accompanied with Camilla versus Chris Statlander. Just a side note, if Camilla and Chris Statlander ever become a tag team, I really think it would be in AEW's best interest to have some tag team championships. Those two women could be one of the most dominant tag teams in professional wrestling. Not women's tag teams, dominant tag teams, period. I could see them being, when I see them, I say like another version of the Road Warriors. And I mean that I see the Road, or not another version. I see them as the Road Warriors. They have that, that physicality. And you don't want to mess with them. So I think they'd be a great tag team. Who will win this? So this is another thing I don't like with AEW's booking. Chris Statlander was a heel. She turned on her friend Willow Nightingale, got the victory over Willow Nightingale. Why is she a face now? Why all of a sudden is she a face? Why isn't she causing trouble for somebody else? Why isn't she? Why all of a sudden now we gotta like her? This is the thing I don't get with Tony Khan. Like, Tony, continuity. That's what you need to have. Consistency. Gosh, I don't know. I don't get this. In all honesty, though, I'm gonna have to go with Mercedes Moné. And I got a final prediction for that. A general prediction for that after I'm done with this. I'm gonna do my little general predictions after this. Yeah, but I'm gonna go with Mercedes Moné, but this makes no sense. So she says on there, oh, she wanted, and then the thing that gets me, you're no longer with Stokely Hathaway because the mission you had was achieved, which was getting rid of Willow Nightingale. Okay, well, keep him as a manager and keep on going that route. This makes no sense. I now see why Henry Wrestling was the way he was the last prediction show we had. Anyways, I'm gonna go with Mercedes Moné for this. It's makes no sense. But on to another match that I like that actually makes sense to me. We have a singles match: Swerve Strickland versus Bobby Lashley. Ooh, quickness and speed versus strength. Man, oh boy, this is a hard one to call. I'm gonna have to go with Bobby Lashley though. I'm gonna have to go with Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley has the edge. I know Swerve has the cunning, but I don't see Swerve getting past this man. But it's gonna be by this. Well, Bobby's gonna win by the skin of his teeth. That's what it's gonna be. Bobby's gonna get this W by the skin of his teeth, and we might see the fourth member of her syndicate because I got a feeling there's gonna be a fourth member. So I'm gonna go with Bobby Lashley, and I think I know who that fourth member might be. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Bobby Lashley. So the next match we have is a singles match for the AEW TNT Championship. It's going to be the defending champion Jack Perry versus Daniel Garcia. I'm going to be brave and say it's going to be Daniel Garcia. I think this is his time to shine. He's stepping up. He's ready. As far as I'm concerned, the whole elite thing with Jack Perry, I think that's done. That's I think that whole or the Elite 2.0, I think that whole thing is done. The Young Bucks walked out. Kazuchika Okada, we haven't really seen him. We don't only heaven knows where he is. So I think Jack Perry's gonna take the L tonight. Daniel Garcia, new AEW TNT champion. The next match we have is a singles match. Woo! This one is gonna be a banger. I'm telling you. This match is gonna be a banger. When I see this match, you know what this match reminds me of? This match reminds me of, for some reason, Shawn Michaels and Marginetti. This match has it kind of gives me that kind of vibe. Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder, or Zack Ryder, or Brian Myers versus Matt Cardona. This match gives me that those vibes. Or Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. That's what this match gives me. And let me tell you, and by the way, once again, they messed up again on Dynamite because guess what? You had Mark Dennis. Is it Mark Dennis or Mark Davis? And they actually did. I don't know. I don't know if they had a showdown or what, but there could have been more done with that guy. But maybe we'll see that tonight. Who knows? Maybe we'll see that. But um, if you ask me, this match is going to be. This match might be the show stealer. This match might be that match where um everybody's everybody can't stop talking about it. But I still think they should have had Mark Davis in here as the undecisive one. Like he doesn't know whose side to pick. But they made it known that he's rocking with Will Ospreay. But let's see. So in regards to who I think is gonna win this match, I'm gonna have to go to Ospreay. I dig the fact that Kyle Fletcher has actually reinvented himself. He shaved his head. He's wearing glasses. He's changed his gear. He looks like a younger Don Callis, if you ask me. But I'm gonna have to go Will for this one. Will has been through so much with so many other opponents. I'm gonna have to go with Will to get this win. Will has to. This is where Will shines. Kyle Fletcher, don't get me wrong. Kyle Fletcher's gonna get there one day. He is a future AEW World Champion, and he's gonna get there one day, but just not today. It's this. This is gonna be all Will Ospreay. But I got a feeling we're gonna see a lot of counter moves too because these men know each other. These men were actually in a stable together, so I got a feeling we're gonna see a lot of moves and counter moves between these two. So the next match we have is the second to last match. A singles match for the AEW International Championship. And it's going to be the defending champion, Konosuke Takeshita, versus Ricochet. Oh, man. Man. Konosuke has definitely risen to the occasion. It's great to see Ricochet in AEW. If you ask me, with the amount of the amount of flack, the amount of hate Ricochet has been getting, and now his wife has been getting, I think they should turn this man heel. Just turn him heel, and and make him a jerk, because it doesn't make sense if he's getting hassled by these fans, which I don't even know why he entertains them. Just keep your block button strong, your block button game strong, and just and just you know leave him right there. But I guess you know what they're doing. This match is a hard one to call. I'm gonna have to go with Ricochet. I'm gonna be brave and say Ricochet is gonna take the W. He's gonna get his first title off this guy. So I'm gonna go with Ricochet. So the last match, the match of the night, the main event that we have is a singles match for the AEW World Championship. The defending champion, Jon Moxley, don't call him Dean Ambrose, defending against Orange Cassidy. I'm gonna say this right now. It's gonna be Jon Moxley. There's been a lot of buildup. People are saying Orange Cassidy has to step up. They're saying he's the face of AEW, which I guess, but I mean, he's been there since the beginning, but so has Jon Moxley. So I'm gonna go with Jon Moxley for this one, because this is a different guy, and I like what they're doing with this group. But AEW is smart. This is where they bring the best friends back. This is where they bring Trent Beretta back, if he's cleared, if he's medically cleared. This is where they bring they bring Chris Statlander back. It'd be right here. The power of friendship versus whatever Jon Moxley has going on. Maybe even reel back in, Wheeler Yuta. But this would be a great thing. But I don't think they're going to go that route. I know there's going to be a lot of back and forth. Orange Cassidy's going to have a lot. The most heart you're going to see from Orange Cassidy is going to be in this match. But at the end of it all, I think it's going to be Jon Moxley that takes the win. There's going to be interference from the rest of the Death Riders too. As a matter of fact, we might even see. Since Orange Cassidy is part of the conglomeration, you're probably going to see him get involved. Hell, we might even see Willow Nightingale make an appearance. Where the hell has she been? I don't even know. Willow, stop skipping a smile and get back and help your stable, man. It's time to get serious. Anyways, I think the conglomeration is going to get involved. Willow's going to be there to neutralize Marina Shafir. And when that happens, I'm looking forward to seeing them do battle. I like that Marina Shafir is getting this chance now that she wasn't getting in WWE. And like I said, this is not me against WWE, because I like both promotions. I'm not pro WWE or pro AEW. I'm pro wrestling. I'm gonna go with Jon Moxley, and I got a feeling there's gonna be blood in this one. I got a feeling there's gonna be blood, but I'm gonna go with Jon Moxley to get the win. So that was the card. My general predictions. Okay, my general prediction I only had two of them, and the first one was we're gonna see the breakup of the Acclaimed. I've noticed that there's been some kind of like rift between them. And there's nothing else for them to really do. They've won the trios championships. They've won the tag team championships. I think the next step is for them to go their separate ways and get some singles gold. And I think Max Caster is going to turn on Anthony Bowens. And when we look at that match between Swerve Strickland and Bobby Lashley, I think Max Caster is going to be revealed as that fourth member and joins the Hurt Syndicate. He kind of fits in too. And plus, when you look at it, you need that young guy that's the future. Not saying Anthony Bowens isn't the future. I think they're both going to get to world champion status, just in different ways. But I think it's going to be Max Caster that ends up turning and joins the Hurt Syndicate. That's just my prediction. That's what it looks like. But either way, we're going to see the fourth member of the Hurt Syndicate tonight. So those are the only predictions I have, and that's pretty much it. So that's the match. And with that being said, it's about time for us to shut this show down. It's beautiful outside. My stomach is rumbling. I mean, it's time for me to go outside and get some breakfast. Maybe not in that order, but before I partake in those activities, I just want to say, thank you to everybody that joined, that tuned in live tonight. We really and truly appreciate it. My two co-hosts, Kathy and Rob, couldn't be here tonight. They had not tonight, today. Sorry, today. I'm normally accustomed to doing shows at night. But my two co-hosts, Kathy Knight and Rob Bass, they couldn't be here today because they had some personal matters to attend to. No, I have not fired them. I'm not gonna fire them, but they'll be back on the next show. But thank you all for tuning in. Really and truly appreciate it. And we strive on being one of the best wrestling podcasts a wrestling fan could, should, and would listen to, and we're not going to stop doing that. For those of you that are going to listen later on, we get a chance. Thank you very much in advance. And those y'all that hate us, can't stand us, and really wish we would just go away. Well, like myself at the Golden Corral, we're not going anywhere for a while. And if you want to follow us, well, if you want to follow me, not that I say a lot of cool things, but I do go to a lot of cool places and do cool things. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok at the Remy Blue. You can also find me on Blue Sky. I believe it's at the Remy Blue dot bsky bsky.social. I think that's it. But if you type in Remy Blue or at the Remy Blue, you'll find me on there. So I'm definitely on there now. I know I'm not leaving Twitter like all the other people say, oh, I'm leaving Twitter and going to Blue Sky. No, I'm just trying to reach out to more people, because you never know who you might meet up on different platforms. Not everybody's on the same on all these platforms. But yeah, and I'm also on Facebook as Remy Blue. And I think that's it for the socials. That's it for the socials. Our podcast is also on social media. We're on Twitter and Instagram at Ringside Society, Twitch at Ringside Society 2019. Blue Sky, once again, it's the same thing. Ringside Society.bsky.social. We're on there as well too. We're also on Facebook as a Facebook group. We're also on Spotify, and we're also on Teespring, where we sell our official Ringside Society merchandise. We have T-shirts, we have hoodies, we have long sleeve shirts, we even have coffee mugs. So definitely check us out. Get some of our merch. All proceeds go back to keeping our show afloat. And last but not least, we have a YouTube channel where you can see cool episodes like this one, like the interview we did a few days ago with Captain Tokebeard, Trent Edwards. And, we have a lot more stuff coming up. So to see all those interviews, all those episodes, it's really simple. It's not rocket science. It's not even algebra. All you got to do is go on YouTube, type in Ringside Society. And once you see that really good looking dark blue and light blue yin yang sound, the blue frames around it, that's when you know it's us. So make sure you subscribe to all our videos, because we got a lot of cool stuff coming up, and you don't want to miss a thing, like Aerosmith in 1998. And with that being said, we just want to let everybody know we're very well unaware, everybody and their grandparents and the parents of a podcast. But we're not your grandparents' podcast. We're not your parents' podcast. As a matter of fact, we're not just any podcast. So I'm going to say it right now. One time for the mind, one time for the people, one time for the wrestling culture, and one time for AEW Full Gear, which is going to knock it out of the park tonight. With the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society. We'll be back next week with another impressive guest on another impressive episode. But until then, we just have 4 favors for y'all. Stay safe, stay healthy, be excellent to each other, and enjoy wrestling. We out. Peace.